McMansion with $7,200 heated driveway. Sister wives Kody and Robyn's lavish spending on former home tells a story. Did they use Brown family money for all these luxuries? Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like. Up Sister Wives stars Kody and Robyn Brown are big spenders, and it's true that the Flagstaff, Arizona home they used to own is loaded with luxe amenities, including a ritzy heated driveway. The series used to have a down-home, relatable quality. The family didn't seem really rich, and in fact, they really weren't. There were bankruptcy filings back then, issues with cash flow that led Kody, Mary, and Janelle Brown to take drastic measures. Kody and Mary jointly filed for bankruptcy in 2005, and Janelle filed in 1997. The home that Kody and Robyn currently occupy was purchased by the duo for a whopping $2.1 million via their Whitestone Trust. It features 7,884 square feet and the down payment was $420,000. The couple got a mortgage to cover the rest. It's a showplace in Flagstaff, but the house they owned before that is also a very fancy residence. The couple sold it for $1.6 million in 2024. That's the home with the heated driveway. Heated driveways aren't cheap. Warmly Yours reports that a driveway of this type can cost $7,294. However, that estimate's actually on the lower end of the scale. Depending on the type of driveway heating selected, and the length and shape of the driveway, it can cost up to $30,000. So, Kody and Robyn potentially spent a lot of money on their heated driveway. Some Redditors believe that Robyn and Kody chose to hide assets from the other wives, who are now exes. They think Robyn and Kody knew those women would leave, and prepared for that by pouring money into pricey art collections and more. That's a very cynical viewpoint, and there's no proof of that, but maybe it's not an impossibility either. It's certainly clear that Robyn and Kody's lifestyle was more upscale than the others. On Reddit, the patriarch and his villain of a wife, Robyn, were taken to task for living like A-listers. One fan summed it up. Some reality fans may be aware that another reality family, the Chrisleys, got in a little trouble with the law. Tax issues put them behind the 8 ball. They were charged with conspiracy and tax evasion. To compare Robyn and Kody to them speaks volumes about the public perception of the pair. They are perceived as a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde, but maybe they aren't as bad as all that. They've never been charged with crimes. On their art collection, Robyn and Kody reportedly spent $20,000. David Yurman jewelry fan Kody wears a Heart of the Ocean necklace valued at $1,100. Kody has a stash of pricey Rolex watches, some of which cost thousands of dollars. They are vintage designs, which Robyn sometimes wears. Robyn blues $70K of American Girl dolls, and custom clothes for those toys. Since Kody recently divided the Coyote Pass land, granting his ex-wives larger shares, except Christine, it seems like the controversial couple might be changing their ways. Perhaps Kody's realizing that he didn't always treat those women well. However, another scenario, which actually makes more sense, is that they frightened him with possible legal action, scaring him into giving them shares of the land. The sister wives patriarch Kody wasn't that generous with Janelle and Mary before, so why would he be different now? What changed was the women's attitudes. More than 1 year after the tragic death of Garrison Brown, Sister Wives Season 19 is shedding light on the events surrounding his passing. Garrison was the son of Kody Brown and his second wife, Janelle Brown. He was also loved by Kody's wives, Mary Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown, who all raised the family's 18 children together. Although Garrison was featured often on Sister Wives throughout his youth, his appearances grew less frequent as his relationship with Kody became strained. Following Janelle and Kody's divorce, her adult sons were largely absent from the show. Garrison died by suicide on March 5, 2024. In the face of such a devastating loss, it was unclear whether Sister Wives would ever broach the topic of his passing. Recent seasons have focused less on the Brown children and more on the crumbling relationships between the adults amid Kody's divorces from Janelle, Mary, and Christine. Garrison's passing had such a profound impact on the family it needed to be addressed. As brutal as Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 2-3 was to watch, it was also the best tribute to a life gone too soon. While Sister Wives previews hinted Garrison's death would be discussed this season, the way it played out was even more gut-wrenching than expected. Cameras captured Mary while taping an interview segment, receiving several phone calls from Kody. Although she ignored his calls and tried to focus on her interview, Kody told her it was an emergency. Once Mary finally answered the phone, she remained on screen for a brief moment, with viewers knowing all too well the horrible news that was on the other end. Garrison's loved ones detailed how they found out about his passing. This drove home how his loss completely upended the family's sense of normalcy. While the Browns are public figures whose lives are televised, they're also a loving family who experienced the unthinkable. The story was told chronologically and honestly, with each family member's raw emotions on display. Mary spoke about driving to be by Kody's side and bringing food to Janelle. The incident also gave insight into the dynamics within the fractured family. Mary spoke about driving to be by Kody's side and bringing food to Janelle. Kody spoke of consoling his children, even those with whom he had strained relationships. Kody and Janelle later discussed making arrangements for their son together. Considering the past several seasons of Sister Wives have revolved around the chaos within the family, one of the few bright parts of the episode was how the family came together in the face of such unimaginable loss. Gabriel Brown, who was incredibly close to his brother, described him as an extremely genuine person who always felt a lot deeper than he expressed. He explained that Garrison brought an air of ease that made everyone around him feel comfortable, which he poignantly called the real mark of a gentleman. Christine recounted Garrison's love of fire, traveling, and stars. Her daughter, Mykelti Padron, spoke about Garrison's humor, while Mykelti's husband, Tony Padron, remembered Garrison's friendliness. Throughout the episode, photographs showed how full Garrison's life was. The family's words about their beloved son and brother perfectly described how one-of-a-kind he was, and even in the middle of such a large family, he had a captivating presence that could never be replaced. The entire Brown family was honest as they recounted Garrison's struggles. Christine admitted the family all knew that he was sad. Janelle revealed that she and her other sons would tag team to keep tabs on Garrison. She also opened up about his struggle with alcohol, explaining that it had started during COVID and escalated in the year before his death. Her candor is notable not only because of the generally taboo nature of substance misuse but also because the Brown family's religion prohibited alcohol. The family's willingness to discuss Garrison's battles helps remove the secrecy surrounding mental health. Janelle explained that the tragedy forced her to have more frank conversations about mental health. She was aware of the trauma her other children were experiencing and made sure they had the resources necessary to cope. Janelle also prioritized her health and healing. It was important for her to stay busy, and she was thankful her move to North Carolina provided a fresh start away from the painful memories. Sister Wives' discussion of Garrison's death certainly wasn't easy to watch, but it was incredibly powerful. It put a face on the tragedy and showed the devastating effect suicide can have on a family. The discussion will undoubtedly help others who are struggling. It also shows the hole Garrison's passing left in his family, and while it can't be filled, speaking honestly and lovingly about his memory will be crucial to their healing. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube Fox Gossip 24 channel, and stay with us.